Yeah, hello. In this video, I'll be showcasing how to build a WhatsApp agent which responds to images, text, and as well as audio. A multi-agent based WhatsApp. In this video, I'll be covering media actions. Uh, these upload, download media, or delete media. We'll make use of these media actions as well as message actions, and then let's see how to build a complete advanced level WhatsApp bot that can actually understand audio, messages, images, and responds through audio and text. I hope we have covered a normal chat bot in our previous video, which includes a AI agent, trigger node, and response node. Let's start with adding a trigger node. Let's say, yeah, let's execute this node. Uh, yes, you can see here, right? We got object as text here, right? uh, we will pin this output so that uh, whenever we require we don't have to send message and get the response. And now let's add AI agent to it. We can add a system message, let's say expression, and say you are an helpful agent named Sarah. You need to respond you need to respond to the messages you get from let's say we have a name. Let's give a name here. Yeah, and then we are adding a OpenAI model, chat model. Let's keep it the latest of 4.1, 4.0 latest. And then let's add a memory to it. For now, it be a simple memory here. Okay, so before it was connected chat trigger node. Let's say we define below user message would be text message, and let's say open error node and say will define key here. Let's say we keep key as id, and we give a context length of, let's the agent remember context for 20 messages. And when we execute this, we actually get a response, hello Manu, how can I help you today, right? And now let's add, well, we need to send this response. So for this, sender's phone number would be this, and recipient phone numbers will go to the WhatsApp trigger node and get the from number, paste it over here, and then message type would be text in our case. By moving forward, we'll respond with audio, and, and so on. In the text body, we need to get AI agent output. Alright, and when we execute this, you can see, hi Manu, how can I help you today? And now this is the basic agent we would be covering in our previous video. You can keep this as it is, and moving forward, to make it more complex and to make it actually, suppose when we go here and let's say we give, when we give this image, okay, so let's come here and check for cannot read properties, read map. Okay, 25 account. Let us unpin this and let's say execute this flow. Let's say hi. Let's see what the issues. We'll ask assistant. Cannot read properties of undefined reading map. So your current expression is JSON message.text, but according to your input data, the structure of messages is from id times. So text is an object, not a string. To get the actual message text, you should use. Okay. So let's say we have to give body over here, right? Your text parameter to use is character expression. Yeah, If the issue still continues saying mapping failed, what we can do is we can add a set no, and we can name it as text, and the value would be body. And we execute this step. Then we go to here, we say this, and we get this message. Let's execute this, and we have error in the memory. Okay. We have WhatsApp trigger, and then in WhatsApp trigger we need to have item, and then dot JSON, dot messages, so we have 0, and then we have from. Alright, so when we actually execute this, maybe because we have another workflow active, that is YouTube recommender, and let's come back to our workflow and say execute. We have a message sent, and still the cannot read properties of undefined reading map. Okay, but still I don't know. Okay, so we would give okay, still continues. Okay, 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 so basically I think the OpenAI chat model node itself has some issues. Let's delete this and then add Gemini chat model to this. Okay, let's say we will run this again. Yeah, it worked fine. You can see how many you said hi a few times now, and I'm here ready to help. What's on your mind? Do you have a question? Yeah, now it's worked fine. I think so. We have an issue with OpenAI chat model for quite time now. Uh, if you find the same issue while recording the video, let's change, uh, move to the other node, other chat model. So let's delete this chat model, and now since now we have all set for a text response, input as text and response as, we have text as an output response. Now we have to work for, let's say we have audio message now. Hey, hello, what is the capital of India? Okay, now we sent an audio message. As you can see here, type, we have audio. So let's say we have, let us pin this output, and let us add a, okay, let us, okay, let us add switch node, so that we have to segregate like what input are we are getting. Suppose if value, if there is an audio object exist, let's say we give object exist, we'll rename the output as audio, and we'll execute the step. We get one item as output. Okay, and the next we have, right, if suppose okay, let's say uh, now for audio item, now we have to transcribe. First we have to download the audio, then transcribe it in order to get response. So let's say, let us add a, we'll go to WhatsApp and download media, and here you can see the resource as media and operation as download. And for media ID we can scroll here, and in the audio we get an ID, drop over here, and let's execute this step. Please check your credentials. Okay, let's, so we have to keep it either ABCD bot or this one. Okay, now we get an URL, and we cannot directly access this URL. We cannot directly see what is there in this, as we can see authentication error. For this, let's add HTTP request and method get. Let's add a URL and authorization, generate an credential type. You can make it header auth. We have, let's create a new credentials. Let's say authorization for the value, let's go to our Facebook business. Generate access token. Let's copy this expression. Let's go here. Let's say bearer, and we have this, right? Then let's say this, and let's rename this for WhatsApp tutorial so that we can easily get access. Keep editing, save, and let's execute this step. Now we can see we got an audio. Let's see. Hey, hello. What is the capital of India? Right now we got the audio message. Now what we have to do is we have to transcribe this. For that we make use of OpenAI node, and let's say transcribe a recording. Okay, we don't have to change anything. Operation transcribe radio input data. In the previous step, in the HTTP request, we get a binary file with name data. So let's execute this. Yeah, hey, hello, what is the capital of India? Now we got exact voice output, and now we have to set this output, right? We will use a edit node set. Let's keep our text as a string, and this would be our output, right? Let's execute this, and we get, so okay, this must be text, so that we have to make sure that the type matches, right? Here it is text, and then here too we have a text, right? So now let's connect this over here. For this maybe for third one, let's say let's copy this, and for us that might be a text object exist, rename output as text, okay. So now let's save this, and let's unpin this, and move to the move upwards. Oh, normally like for this output, now we have to check if the input is either a voice message or a text base. So let's go to if node. So let's execute the flow, go here, say, hey, hello, how are you? As you can see, like here we get text as response, but we need a voice as a response, right? A voice message. So let's go to if node and check if in the trigger node, in the WhatsApp trigger node, if an audio object exists. If audio object exists, we need to move to, you have to respond in audio. So let's say we break these, and only if the output input is in text, we have to send a text response. So let's send this, and now we have to generate an audio. So we'll use OpenAI and then generate audio. Input would be the if statement output, and let's execute this step. Download, and let's play this.
Hey Manu, I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. As an AI, I don't really have feelings or a physical state, but I'm fully
Okay, now we can see we have got the, we can either response format, audio speed, we can set accordingly, or we can change the voice of audio. And now we have to send this as an audio message as the output, right? Let's say we have to send message, and we have what, we have our number, and recipient number would be schema, and in the WhatsApp trigger from, and message type here would be audio. So take from NA10, that is binary. As you can see, the last output of the previous node is in binary format. It takes this, and let's execute this. Bad request, please check. As you can see here, the output we got here is of audio MP3, but the WhatsApp expect us to be either MPEG, audio MPEG. For that, let's say we'll use AI transform node, AI transform, and say convert audio dot audio mp3 into audio mpeg, which is what we require. Okay, binary file. Yeah, maybe we can, I guess, but still we get mp3 as or maybe if this doesn't work out, let's say we can delete this and add code node. You can ask AI need to convert MIME type to audio MPEG. Let's execute this. Okay, if item is binary, I guess this doesn't work out, so let's, I have generated code in Perplexity. As you can see here, let's copy this and paste it over here. Yeah, now you can see audio is MPEG. I don't know what was the issue with AI transform node. And then let's execute this. Yes, as you can see here, we got an output.
Hey Manu, I'm doing great. Thanks for asking.
Yeah, now that it works fine, we have to work with. Okay, so now let's say we execute this step and we send a text message. Yeah, yeah, this is because probably we don't have a condition over in the second branch of switch, so maybe we can give a image object. That is what next we are going to do, and exist rename as image. And when we exit this, you can see in the text item we got 1, right? So that's how, let's say we have hi. Hi Monu, you said hi again. I'm still here ready, right? So now we have to process images, so let's the same repeated steps. let's go to WhatsApp, download media, and for that let's send an image. Okay, document. Okay, let's execute this. Go here, send photos of let's say what is this image. Now yeah, as you can see here, we got output in image branch. Now we need to download the image, so download media, and media ID would be this, and let's execute download. And yeah, make sure we are in correct chatbot. And now we got an URL. Since we cannot directly access the URL without authorization, let's download the image through HTTP request. URL and authorization would be generic credential, and this would be header auth, and the recent one which we created, WhatsApp tutorial, let that be the same. And here we got our binary file. So now once we get an image, we need to analyze what's in the image. So let's go to OpenAI, analyze image, and from list select a model to analyze. Let's keep a latest model, and text input would be let's give a text input, describe this image in detail, and input type would be binary files, and that would be data. And let's execute this. Here you can see the image showcase Indian Premier League, IPL trophy, a prestigious award. Yes, now we got description in the image, and now we have to set the field. For that, let's say we have set and input text, and to send it to the AI agent we need to push this, and let's say we give a prompt to the AI agent. The user provided the following image and text, right? And now we have, let's say, image description would be image description would be content, and now we have user message. That would be, let's go to trigger node and check for things, right? And here we get two. One, we can respond through id, or we can go with caption. What if, suppose if we go with captions, and then we find that if only if, what if only the image is given and no caption is given along with the image? To handle that, let's add an or statement. Describe the image. Suppose no input is given, we have to describe the image. So let's execute this, and we get the user provided message, this would be, and now we have to connect that to this, and let's save this, and let's rename this respond with audio. This would be respond with text. Alright, now we get this, and let's see, let's execute this step for message hi. We get hi, do you really say I'm here for it, I'm ready, just let me know, do you have questions? And let's say, what is the capital of India? Okay, let's execute this. What's the capital of India? Yeah, we got the output.
The capital of India is New Delhi.
Okay. And now what if I give the image? Let's say we give an image. Let's say we have a car. Say what is there in the car? Okay, it has timeout, so let's forward this again to a bot, and that triggers the flow. Okay, we got, as you can see, it's analyzing the image, and we are going to set the fields, and then we are going to respond with text based on the business card description. Here's what's on it. And yes, so we got the information. That's it. Like,